everybody. We're going to talk AI. And guess what? We're AI right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're not. But we're going to have that discussion today here on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, whose beard is getting longer and longer every time I see him, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Beep, boop, beep, bop, bop. Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land. Am I AI or am I real?
Yeah.
Is it real or is it Memorex?
Oh, gosh, right?
Remember those
You just
commercials?
dated us. Yep, yep.
Oh, I used to love those commercials.
Was it that the guy who was sitting in the sofa chair in front of the TV?
Yep. And the sound comes on and is like his hair is blowing back and all that stuff.
Yes.
That's is it live or Memorex? And I used to live by Memorex tapes, man. Well, when I could afford them, then I bought those really colorful cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Those were the cheap ones.
Yes, they were. I remember. Yes, very much so. Well, everybody, we've got a jam-packed show today, and because we've got a lot going on in the geeky news, we have a little bit of geekdar, or technically, is that geeky news? But
it's more geeky news today. We'll just call it all geeky news.
We'll just call it all geeky news. Exciting things are going on right now this weekend, and so we're going to be talking about that, and then we are going to get to our discussion on AI and specifically in the creative corner of things. AI being used for all kinds of different things for, what's the difference between AI as a tool, AI slop, AI help, all that kind of stuff, and what's happening with Hollywood in the use of AI too as well. So we're looking forward to the discussion. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on the geeky news thing. We ready?
Ready.
All right. Well, Megan is joining us. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
All right. Well, here's the dealioso, everybody. Lots of things are going on. So, Mike, where do we want to start today with our geeky news?
Well, let's start out with the big news as far as I'm concerned. Can you switch me over to my shared screen real quick?
I sure can.
So earlier this week, I got a email from Rippaverse, and if you're a follower of this show, you know that we're big fans of Rippaverse. And Eric July announced that they are putting up 10 more of their comics digitally. So they're going to repeat the 10 that they put out the first time and adding 10 more to it. Now, unfortunately, you only have this for a limited time. And I think since it was announced at the beginning of this week, we only got till next week. So if you want to get your Rippaverse digital, jump in there and get it. But they got Rippazines 1 through 5 available in there. And I bought Rippazines 3 and 4 because I didn't get them in print. So I just went ahead and bought them digitally. And let's see. Saints and Sinners is in there. The Great War of Separation #1 is in there.
Technically in number 2.
Yeah. Yep. And number 2 is there. The Horseman #1. Horseman Welcome to Floorspark. Yaira #1. Yaira #2. Zalen, What Kills Must Die. I love that title. Yep. Oh, and I skipped page 1. And then Alpha Core 1, Alpha Core 2, Blood Wrath 1, Blood Wrath 2, and Gooding. And then, of course, you can get them all in one package for $125.
And it's all 20, by the way. I looked that up. I've got that up on my screen now. So titles included 20. So you're getting each one for $5. Now, but some of them are like look at ISOM 2 is $14.99.
Right.
Some of the Alpha Core 1, $12.99. So you can get them all for, if you do the whole package deal, for $5 each.
That's actually a really good deal.
Yeah.
if you want to spend that much money. But
Right.
So if you want to get digital copies of some of the Ripper books, jump on there this week and get what you want, because after this week they'll pull them down again.
Yeah, and we're recording this on August 15th, 2026.
Yeah, good point. I didn't think about it.
Yes, and guess what? Today's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday. Shout out to Scott.
Yep.
Or Michael.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mike. Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, everybody. Yes.
I knew him as Scott, so.
That's right. You're one of the few.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want those digitally, make sure and jump on there and get those. And hopefully we'll have Andrew back on here in another month or two to talk about Arc Stream. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Right.
Okay. So that's the end of my Ripperverse news.
Okay. All right. Now we're headed over to, let's get everybody back together. All right.
Megan's got the long list.
Yes. Now, I have to admit, I was a little bit late getting into the show, everybody, or getting ready this morning. Not because of, how shall I say, I struggled to open up a, you guys are going to laugh at me, a apple juice container for like 10, 15 minutes. But before that was really what made me late. But what started me late, I thought, oh, okay. I noticed on because I'm a YouTube guy. I love YouTube's my social network, for lack of a better term. And I noticed that D23 was going on and some announcements were made. And I watched one thing, and I won't say what it is because I don't want to steal any of your thunder, Megan, on what you have. But I'm gonna see if you mentioned the only thing that I'm unaware of what got announced. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're saying or what you have for us today.
What genre is it?
Movies.
Okay, what franchise?
X-Men.
Okay.
Then
I'll probably.
She's probably got it then.
Sweet. Because you probably got more information than what I saw. So go for it.
Probably not. I will say there's things that on my list that I'm not going to talk about. And there's things that I missed also because Frozen isn't on my list. And I know that was announced too.
Okay.
So there's probably things that I'm missing. This was just from a TikTok that I saw this morning.
Oh, nice.
Somebody recorded bits from the panel.
Okay.
So we're getting a new Simpsons movie.
Okay.
I also don't know like any information on it because I didn't watch the full thing.
Spider Pig.
Titles. There's going to be an Incredibles 3.
What?
There's going to be a second Coco movie. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm intrigued of the story because I don't know how
it was really good. But I'm like,
I adore Coco.
How could you do a second one off of that, though?
That's why I'm intrigued of how they're going to continue it.
Yeah.
But it seems like
the story of all the dead people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's more dead people.
Well,
I see dead people.
I see dead people.
It seems like Ernesto's in it again, so we're going to be going back to the land of the dead.
Are they releasing trailers for all these, do you know? Or they're just making announcements?
I know Frozen had a teaser trailer, but from this video, all I had was like stills and just like the little animation of the introductions.
Okay.
We're getting a new animated movie called Ghost Market. I don't know what that's going to be about, but
I went to my local farmer's market and I picked up 2 ghosts. So now I got myself 2 ghosts from my house. Sorry.
That one was more like their 3D anime. I think it's a Pixar because it looks like the Pixar style. How they've been doing the animated ones.
Question is, did they use AI to help them make it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead, Megan. I'm sorry.
There's I think it was 2D animated Gato, which is cat. And it takes place in Spain, hence the Spanish.
Yes.
Percy Jackson season 3 got announced. I'm
Oh,
assuming it was
okay.
season 3.
I have not watched season 1. Have you watched season 1?
I watched season 1. I didn't watch season 2.
Okay.
I don't know. It's good. I
don't know. I swore off Percy Jackson after the movie.
I have a
I read the
love-hate
books.
relationship with the movies. But I watched the first season of Percy Jackson solely for St. Louis. And that was justified. That was so much better in the series.
Much more better?
Yes, much more better.
Oh, cheers. Much more
Very
better.
much more better.
And I swear this is apple juice. It's not beer.
The Percy Jackson series is good. I just haven't watched season 2.
Okay.
There's
so
going to be a...
the first year was good.
If that's beer, it better be Michelob Ultra Gold.
Or the lime.
Or the lime, yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
I don't know. I don't know the different beers. Anyway, all right. Anyway, so you're saying that Percy Jackson, the first season, was good?
Yeah. I liked it.
And when you reference St. Louis, what do you mean? That they filmed it in St. Louis, or it's got?
No, I mean like the scene, because St. Louis is in the books. They go to St. Louis. They destroy the arch in the books.
Oh, I don't remember that in the books.
It's in the second book, I think. No, it's in the first one. No, it's on the quest for the lightning bolt.
Okay.
Because they go through St. Louis and then they fight the Chimera.
Man.
The arch. And that is not in the movies, and it pissed me off because that was one of my favorite parts of the books. Because St. Louis.
Yeah.
And it's in the series, and it made me happy.
Right on. Okay. All right, keep going. What else is on the list? I'm sorry. I derailed us there for a second. Squirrel.
It's okay. There's a Bluey movie that I'm mentioning because I like Bluey.
I told her cut the list down to stuff that would be more relevant to the show, because there's some things that I just don't care. And she goes, "Well, I'm mentioning Bluey." Okay, that's fine.
Hey, we all geek out about Bluey, different stuff.
I don't care.
Anyway,
it's healing.
It's healing. Okay.
They announced another Ice Age movie, which I don't know how I feel about.
Ice Age 300.
Right.
It's called Boiling Point. But Ice Age is supposed to be dead because the animation studio is dead. So I don't know how I feel about that.
What's the character's name in Ice Age? Gosh, I can't think of what his name is.
The character that John Leguizamo plays.
Yeah. The one everyone watches for Ice Age 4.
Yeah.
Sid,
yes. Yeah.
Sid, that's it. Sid.
It's Ice Age 300. Sid's Revenge.
Yeah. He's back from the dead. Go ahead, Megan. Sorry.
We're getting Oswald, which Oswald the Rabbit, who is the actual first.
She said that to me.
Nobody knows this.
Right. She said that to me.
You know it, though.
And all I could think is Oswald Cobblepot.
That's where my brain went. I was like,
I'm going Batman.
Oswald the Rabbit.
But now that you say Oswald the Rabbit, I know who you're referring to. But yeah I didn't.
Yeah,
you should know that because you were a fan of Epic Mickey.
I forgot. Okay.
I know.
I'm getting old.
I don't know if it's a movie or if it's like a short or a mini series, but it's animated and he looks adorable, and I like Oswald.
Yeah. Speaking of Oswald Cobblepot, DC announced that they canceled 2 shows that they were going to do. Like they were kind of doing villain shows. So like Catwoman got canceled, and what was the other one? I just read it yesterday.
I didn't know there was a Catwoman show coming out.
There was going to be in development. It was slate. It was on the slate, and so they canceled that and another one. So yeah, the DCU is in trouble.
I think so, especially after the fiasco with Supergirl, and I don't think Superman got the numbers that they wanted it to get.
It wasn't a bad movie either. I thought it was halfway decent.
I didn't think it was terrible. I mean, I liked it. It's not my favorite though. You know, I really haven't went back and rewatched it since.
It's not as good as Man of Steel.
No, I think Man of Steel is much more better.
Oh, cheers, everybody. Man, maybe I should have beer in this one. I'd be drunk by now.
Of course, I might get hate over that one, but I don't care. I think Man of Steel is better. Anyway, sorry, Megan.
Yeah, keep going. Right. Sorry.
Getting on to Marvel, Vision Quest got announced officially.
That might be cool. I did like Vision.
I thought he was dead.
Well, you got White Vision, though.
Oh. I didn't watch WandaVision. So.
Yeah, White Vision came back.
I Steven skipped through that part.
He shouldn't have.
I didn't watch WandaVision.
I'm kidding.
I love Wanda, but I didn't watch her show.
The fight between Vision and White Vision, where they had the discussion of the ship of Theseus, which is a great scene.
Yeah, you didn't Steven skip this.
No. It was a great scene of the series, just having that philosophical discussion. You know. So anyway, keep going with the list. Sorry, Vision Quest. I thought they had already announced it. Did they say it's actually going to happen now? I guess. I
don't know. It was just one of the things that popped up in there. Doomsday again.
Yeah, Megan, keep going, but he's going to ask you questions.
I saw the trailer. I saw that trailer this morning. The Doomsday trailer.
Doomsday
that they released. Yep, they released it on YouTube.
So that's why.
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's what it was played then. Was the trailer?
Yeah, it was.
They probably got an early look at it, and then
at San Diego. San Diego Comic-Con got it.
I did see the clip of Doom saying "I am Doom," and all I could think of was "I am Iron Man" because it's Robert Downey Jr.
Well, that's probably the parallel, Megan. You're probably right. They're doing a parallel with it. Yes.
But all I could think of.
And Doom's made of metal too, so you know
he is still kind of Iron Man.
Yeah, he is kind of Iron Man still.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we get to X-Men. It's set for May. We're getting an X-Men movie in May. I think May 5th.
So is this going to be a reboot?
28?
Yes.
It was 5/5/28. Yeah, it is a reboot.
So was it the 28? Was it 28?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the year. I just saw 5/5.
Yeah.
Are we getting a recast of Wolverine?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. They haven't.
The full cast wasn't listed. But
they have more announcements to come, is how they said it. So what I watched is about almost 10 minutes where they were going through like who they have for the cast. Now they brought out Sadie Sink to kind of help introduce. So since everyone, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, who her character is, one of the X-Men, Jean Grey. And so then they announced different people. And
look at that. We did have a spoiler.
Yeah. And then what was interesting is they stopped and they said one person wanted to be here to announce, and it was the guy who plays Kylo Ren. The
Adam Driver.
Oh, Adam Driver.
Adam Driver was up on the screen saying, "Hey, I thought I'd be there to come welcome you guys." And so I thought we were going to be at the studio. And so they have a picture.
Oh, that's funny.
He's at Pinewood Studio. And he's like, "There's nobody here to announce," kind of thing. It's actually pretty funny.
That's
good. And he said, Magneto. And he says, "Well, just kidding." And then he named some other character. And I'm like,
Nathan something.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, and I wanted to go back because I was like, I'm going to have to look that up. And some name I've never heard of, but maybe there's a name. But so the question is, who is he playing?
According to Forbes, it's Mr. Sinister.
Ooh.
That's what Forbes said.
Here, let me do this. Let me go. Who is Adam Driver playing in the new X-Men movie? Yes, he says it's playing the villainous Mr. Sinister, also referred to by his alias Nathaniel Milbury. That's what he says in the thing. So yeah, he's playing Mr. Sinister. He's playing the villain. Oh,
imagine that.
I mean, he's already played a villain.
Yeah, he actually is a halfway decent actor.
I have the list of people that were there
Go for it.
and who they're playing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like you said, Sadie Singh, Jean Grey, Christopher Abbott is playing Professor X. Samara, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Samara Weaving.
Samara is playing Emma Frost, which was the one I was asking you about, Dad.
Right.
Indy Navarrete is playing Rogue. She's the main female lead in Obsession, one of the newest horror movies. Maya Boyd is playing Storm. Kit Connor is Cyclops, and then Adam Driver, Mr. Sinister. Those were so. Sadie Sink to Kit Connor, they were all standing there, and then Adam Driver was on the screen.
I just wonder if we're getting a new Wolverine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's going to be big shoes to fill.
That's debates.
And
Lots of debates are going on.
They're going with they're resetting it, and they're younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Well, they kind of did that before because they did X-Men First Class, but we still got Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. We did not get a younger Wolverine in that. So,
yeah.
I mean,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll get a new Wolverine.
You think so?
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, that's going to be some big shoes to live up to.
You can also play with time and still have Hugh Jackman.
Or they could do an AI.
Oh, there you go.
Just to take it back to the main subject that we're going to talk about.
Let's see how old Hugh Jackman is.
I got 2 Star Wars things.
Okay, what's your Star Wars things?
Ahsoka Season 2.
I saw the trailer.
Yes. Oh, I have not watched
this morning.
I haven't watched. Are you happy with the trailer? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but I liked Ahsoka. So
I liked Ahsoka. It had some issues, but I didn't think it was terrible.
We'll have to. We'll tell you what, we'll watch the trailer together after the show and do
some parts of Ahsoka I like better than other parts of it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, we're gonna get Stephen plastered.
I'm glad I
apple
went.
Juice.
I'm glad I went and got a large liquid death. So
right.
And then the last one is Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah. There's not a trailer yet for that, is there?
Not that I know of.
I am curious of what in the world they're doing with that. I've heard rumors that he's an X-wing pilot who's taking a Jedi youngling to Rey. I've heard those rumors. I don't know if that's true at all. Oh yeah, we're getting the Ghost Rider too.
He's Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
so he's got Star Wars and
Ghost Rider. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm curious of where they're going to go with that film. I don't know where it's going to head, and Ghost Rider could be interesting. Hopefully, it's good. I hope.
I could see him being a good Ghost Rider.
I'm not holding my breath, but I hope it's good. Well, thank you for the geeky news, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that's the first time Megan's done the geeky news.
Woohoo!
Hey,
I've done bits. I've talked about Has-Been.
Okay, all right.
That's true.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps
there
up.
There was a first look at Star Wars Starfighter.
Oh, there was. Okay.
Looks like somebody had a phone and was taking a video of the thing. That's how I saw the panel. I
hate video. I hate phone recorded. I wait for official stuff. Yeah. I don't need the grainy phone crap. No thanks.
Yeah, I would try to pull up YouTube, but it always messes up. It takes up too many resources along with EVMux, so
that's fine. No, that's fine. Like we can look for it later.
There's things that I didn't mention, and then there's things that I'm sure that weren't in the video because I know Frozen got a trailer, and it looks like we're getting closer to actual Snow Queen.
Yeah.
In Frozen 3. So I like the Frozen franchise.
So Friday, August 14th, yesterday kicked off the major keynotes in the Disney Entertainment Showcase. Saturday, August 15th, full day of interactive panels, floor experiences, and exhibit halls. Sunday, August 16th, final day of panels, presentations, and closing events, wrapping up the weekend. So that's the G23.
Cool.
I can't wait for New York Comic Con. Because hopefully I'll get news for husband.
When is New York Comic Con normally?
October. I think it's right around the same time. See, I think it's right about the same time GalaxyCon is.
It probably is. Because last year, when GalaxyCon was going on, John Jackson Miller was in New York.
The other half of the Husband and Hello Box cast was in New York too.
Right.
And I think they're all there for New York, except for Brandon. So hopefully that means that we're getting news, because we didn't get news for San Diego, which for Hasbin, San Diego, I can't think of the other one. San Diego, New York, and Las Vegas are the three that we tend to get news for at those. Those are the three big conventions for us.
Okay.
Sorry, me going into Halliburton.
That's okay. Sorry. Whew. I sneezed. Sorry.
All right. Are you ready for the main event?
Yeah, let's do the main event. Sorry. Excuse me. It's time for the main event. Okay, so Megan, are you joining us for this too?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
Okay. Oops. All right, everybody.
I'm okay with being a voice.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, thank you for the news, Megan.
Yes. All right. We're here to talk AI, everybody.
Yes. We were supposed to have a guest today, Mark Anthony Austin, who has been a guest many times on the show.
Yeah.
Was supposed to join us. We don't know what happened to him. We haven't heard from him. So he may have slept in.
Probably came up and
might have been too early for him. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go on without him. Although it would have been nice to have his technical expertise.
Yeah. So
and his view from Hollywood.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So Mark Anthony Austin, for those who don't know, he's been on the show. Great guy. He's a lot of fun. He was in Star Wars: A New Hope Special Edition. ANHSE. The letter A, NHSE. Sorry. That's how it helps me remember to find him on the socials. He played Boba Fett in the Special Edition. And but what he was doing was, he's not really an actor. He is a special effects artist.
Right.
And so he was working at Lucasfilm at the time that says, "Hey, you want to come put on the suit?"
Well, first he got to put on, I think, a stormtrooper suit or something. Or no. They picked several of them to be stormtroopers, and then I guess one of them knew that he was a big Boba Fett fan, so they let him wear the Boba Fett costume, and they did a big like ILM celebration for George Lucas or something to that extent, and he got to show up as Boba Fett for that. Yeah. Then later on, when they went to film the Jabba scene, they asked him if he'd like to wear the suit again and do a walk-on the film, and he's like, yeah. That's a no-brainer there.
Yeah. So, but he's worked on a lot of movies that you guys probably don't realize that he's helped do special effects for. And he does a lot of previs work, and we learned all kinds of things. Like for the movie War Horse, he did a certain war trench scene for Spielberg in the movie War Horse, and he says, you're kind of like a director for the director to help the director, and so there's some interesting things. He did Ultraman on Netflix. He's done. I know there's a scene with a dog on the bus in Cruella. He did that scene.
He worked on Wednesday, the TV series. We had him on last season for that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And so really great guy. So we thought it'd be really great to ask him a lot of questions about AI and the industry of AI, because we had some thoughts and just curious to hear someone who's in the special effects world, get their opinion on it. So we're hoping we can have him back and something. And what's funny is maybe he'll show up in 15 minutes. So we love ourselves some Mark Anthony Austin. He also does cameos, and those are pretty fun. You can get him to do cameos
as Boba Fett.
As Boba Fett, he does a really nice job with those. So yeah. So
he made his inebriated appearance on New Year's Eve the one year, which was quite funny.
Great. Yeah. So we enjoy him. He's a really super nice guy, and enjoy him. So, well, with that, our goal is today is we really want to have a conversation about AI, its use, our opinions on it, what we've seen. Mike, you brought up something interesting 3 weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? I think about, Tilly. Tilly Norwood.
Tilly Norwood.
Tell us about Tilly Norwood.
So Tilly Norwood is the first official fully AI actress, is what they're calling her. I don't agree with calling her an actress, but that's what they're calling her. And I put it in the Geeky News a few weeks back that they quote unquote signed her to a movie. They gave her a contract. Now, I don't understand how you can give a computer generated person who is not real a contract. To me, that doesn't make sense, and I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe that's part of the reason we're having this discussion. But I think this is where Hollywood might be taking AI a little too far. Stephen and I have talked a lot about AI. In fact, we've how should I say it? Defended the use of AI a lot, quite a bit. Because I think
as a tool.
I think AI is a tool. I think it's a very good tool. And as long as it is used as a tool, I think it will continue to do great things. But when we start taking AI and completely replacing the human element, I think we're going a bit too far. That's just, this is the start of Skynet.
I think the start of Skynet happened 4 years ago.
Arnold Schwarzenegger tried to warn us.
That's right. That is right. So obviously there's two things here. There's human creativity, and then there's AI quote unquote creativity, for lack of a better term, where does one begin and end? So for us, especially for me, I'll speak in my case, I will write and then I will use AI as an editor. I will have ideas, and sometimes I'll flesh out ideas with AI. And so, okay,
sure.
No, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Or, I'll say, no, this is what I'm trying to say. And, I'll argue back and forth with AI on stuff. And then I'll write and then edit, and then go back and double check stuff. And, as an editor / I don't want to say ghostwriter kind of a thing, but help me get my thoughts, my dreams, my goals out, get them fleshed out and use it.
And I've used AI in the same sense with my book. I also use AI to help me write descriptions for the episodes that we do on here. I
titles and descriptions. Yes,
titles and
yes.
descriptions.
You did a great job
Sometimes
with
I get ideas for thumbnails from it too. You know, again, all examples of useful tools in my opinion. You know, I think another good example use of AI is like the episode of Mandalorian Boba Fett, whatever it was, with Luke Skywalker, when we got to see the young Luke Skywalker come in. But that wasn't a fully AI created Luke Skywalker. We still had an actor in his position, and then they just imposed the younger Mark Hamill's face over his face. And I don't think that's terrible to do, especially since Mark Hamill is still alive and he gave his blessing to that whole project, and he was involved
got paid
in
for
the
it.
project.
I'm sure he got some money for it.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. You know, so I think those are all very good examples of good usage of AI, and that I fully approve of. You know, and then we have the questionable stuff, like for instance, Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, which I still think the AI generated Grand Moff Tarkin is much more better.
Cheers.
Than that horrible makeup job of the actor in Revenge of the Sith. That was just, oh my God, that looked terrible. Say whatever you want.
Was that AI or was it just special effects?
Which one? You mean the Rogue One one? Well, I mean, it's special effects, but it was the beginning stages of AI, in my opinion. You know.
Okay.
And again, you have an actor still there, so just like the Mark Hamill one, the controversy wasn't so much that, you know, that we had an actor there and so on and so forth. The controversy was you were bringing back a dead actor, is what you were doing. Peter Cushing has been dead for decades, and that was the question. Everybody was like, I don't know if this is right to bring back Peter Cushing, you know, so on and so forth. And so, you know, there is an ethical boundaries to this also. And I still approved of that one just because his family was involved. They approved of it.
Oh, well, okay.
You know? And still, even that, there's, you know, some people do not feel comfortable with it. I think if the family really weighs it out and they agree with it, I think it's okay. But you do always have in the back of your mind the question, even is the family doing the right thing? You know, are they doing what he would have wanted, and that kind of thing? And that's kind of hard for even them to say, because like I said, he's been dead for decades. So, you know, this kind of stuff did not exist when he was alive whatsoever. So it's kind of hard to know. But then we got the other extreme. So we've got oh shoot. I was going to say Kiefer Sutherland, not Kiefer Sutherland. Gosh. Batman, Doors.
Val Kilmer.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I got you.
Brain fart there. Brain fart. Yes. Thank you very much. So we got Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer is going to be brought back in an upcoming movie, I think next year. And this is something that Val advocated before he died, that he wanted to be done. So we're going to see Val Kilmer come back. And
wait, he wanted to be done, like done into AI or done like career done?
No, he wanted this movie to portray
happen.
him.
Okay.
He and his children, his daughter and son, had discussed it before he died. That was horrible. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to kill off Val's children.
Yeah.
He had this discussion with them and whoever's making the movie and everything. And he wanted this done. He was very adamant that he wanted this to happen. So when you got an actor's blessing full out before they die, I think it's hard to question that one. But this whole Tilly Norwood, I just don't know how I feel about it.
Or do you think, in essence, they're actually hiring a special effects company?
Yeah.
AI special effects is really what they're doing.
Really? Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah. So how could you say you're signing an actress? You're not signing an actress. You're signing an effects company.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just... this thing leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It just does. And I am kind of an advocate for some uses of AI. Some of them.
Yeah. What obviously with people's likeness and stuff, you know, I on YouTube I'll watch these before and now kind of things, pictures. So there's all these videos of these. They'll do AI stuff where they'll show an actor in a certain role at such and such age, and then they'll show them. Then they'll have the same actor aged today come and sit next to them and and do different things and stuff. So
they got that for actors, they got it for musicians. I've seen it for everything. A lot of them, if you look closely, they don't even look like the person.
Yeah
Because I'll look at it and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't, like I've seen ones of Kiss and I'll look at it and I'm like, number one, the costume is completely wrong, which bugs me as a Kiss fan, because I can tell you each album by what costume they're wearing. That's how well I know the band and everything. And then they'll like mix their costumes and stuff, you know, like you might have pieces of Ace Frehley's costume mixed with Gene Simmons. It's like, oh my God, at least know what you're doing if you're going to do this crap.
They're like, I don't care. I'm getting my views.
That's AI slop. That's what I would call it.
There you go. AI slop. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'll go for that. Brenda asked, do you believe that this is comparable to live animation? And I'm not sure I understand that.
Okay. So I think if you're taking it from the aspect, like oh, hey, there he is.
Hey, there's the man himself. Here, let's get him on. I'll get you added here. And how are you, Mark?
Put me on.
You put Megan on.
Oh, I put Megan on here. We'll get Mark in there. Well, we have started our discussion, Mark, and because we wanted to get your opinion, but we've been telling everybody about AI in the industry, and we thought you would be just an incredible person to kind of give some context and help us understand a little bit more about how AI is being used.
Okay. Well.
Or your opinions on such, or what are the boundaries of AI, or how
we gave some examples of things that we think are proper use of AI.
Yeah.
And things that, you know, like for instance, Tilly Norwood, which I don't agree with that at all, you know, but things like Mark Hamill getting, you know, de-aged in The Mandalorian, I think that's a good use.
Yeah.
But then when you go to completely and totally replace an actor and not even have an actor in there and just it's fully AI, that's where I think you're drawing a line. But yeah, we wanted your opinion since you are in the industry.
We consider you an authority of the creative side of the industry, so we appreciate. Hey, and thanks so much for joining us because we love having you on the show.
Yeah, I find it has its place.
Okay.
Certainly does help with a lot of manual tasks to make them more efficient, and that's great. But when it comes to art, it definitely has a select a niche, like you mentioned, like de-aging Mark Hamill's face to make him be able to make his own performance as his younger self,
Yeah.
But, my daily business is posting behind the scenes pictures, and it seems to be a fad to make fake behind the scenes images.
Oh.
And,
Oh,
and,
wow.
and I'll post something and someone will say, "Oh, that looks a bit AI," and I'll be like, "You know what? It is," and I have to take it off. And that just annoys the hell out of me. It makes me think that in the future there'll be more fake than real online. It's gonna swallow up the realness of kind of preserving history through photographic imagery, because you can't trust the images that are online now, and you have to really scrutinize every image to make sure, if I haven't seen it before, that this is not a fake. Like, a lucky shot that they managed to get a really good picture of this actor behind the scenes preparing for this role. It's completely fake, and it's
I never even imagined or thought about it. Mark, I do have to say, I love the behind the scenes pictures that you post. I don't know, you'll see me, I'm always liking them when it comes up because you do a great job. I was like, I've never seen this, like, especially like Carrie Fisher ones. You'll put out Carrie Fisher ones a lot. And
but she's a favorite to fake.
Really?
Yeah, she's a favorite to fake, especially the bikini.
Yeah.
So,
all of our pubescent teenage year fantasies.
and I was so actually my favorite layer is her in the Hoth outfit, actually, with the hair.
Okay.
Up.
Yes.
That for me, I don't know what it is about that Hoth costume with that body warmer, but I don't know. But yeah, the bikini clad Leia is something that that I know most of the images, and every now and again I see new ones, and it definitely most of them do look artificial.
Hey, you know what's a crime about the bikini scene? That Han never actually got to see Leia in the bikini.
No,
he was blind the whole time. Can't you just see Lando giving him a hard time?
But the on the flip side, because she was kind of dating Dickie Beer during the Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
And when he was in the Gamorrean guard suit and got chopped down by Luke and was on the floor, and they cut, and so everyone went to lunch and they left him there on the floor. He couldn't get up, and he was in the suit, but I mean, it wasn't really funny because he could have died.
Oh, wow.
From heat exhaustion. And so he was there on the suit and kind of almost passing out because no one came to help him. And Leia, in her bikini costume, rescued him.
Oh, so, talk about a rescue.
Yeah, so he woke up to Princess Leia in her slave Leia outfit.
Didn't they do the same thing with Kenny Baker, too, though? Didn't they leave?
Yeah, no, that happened a lot. It happened a lot. People in costumes, they'd forget that there's someone inside the costume half the time.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just one of those things, you think, oh, lunch, and you go.
Yeah.
And, someone else will take care of, whoever. But,
wow.
Yeah, that happened a lot. It's
dang.
Can't be fun.
So you're saying there's a lot of, with Carrie Fisher, a lot of AI created behind the scenes. I never even imagined that would be something.
I think it's a sick person that does fake behind the scenes pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never thought about the behind the scenes stuff. That didn't even think about.
Yeah, and they do whole videos because they can make the AI videos that look real, and so they do AI videos of filming of explosions and stuff like that. And you think, wow, that's incredible that someone captured that, and you realize, I think it's fake. It's fake.
I've seen a lot right now on my YouTube feed where it looks like it's a special effects company that's in this big room where they've got miniatures, the flood ones, and the tornado one.
It must be fake because you see the different cities being destroyed, more or less the same camera move.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, they've obviously gotten onto something that works for their AI.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, to be a good AI creator, I guess you have to be a good prompter. You have to prompt the computer to give you exactly what you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a great artist.
No.
All you're good is great at punching in words. but they kind of, it kind of comes across like, oh, this is art. This is art. It's like, well, did you actually pick up a pencil or a paintbrush or a stylus? What did you do?
Full disclosure, we are going to do an episode next week on the Green Lantern TV series, and I am going to have hopefully both enhanced. I have one of me already, and I'm going to work on Steven next. But I'm going to have a Green Lantern enhanced version of me that'll be done on AI. But everyone, this is my disclosure. I'm disclosing it now. It's all AI.
Yeah.
AI has its place. Like, it's fun. It's fun. It can be fun.
It is fun.
It's when it's passed off as, you know, real, as somebody's art, as a real event that's been captured. It's like I'm all for having the text saying this is AI art, this is AI generated. I think that's something that they need to enforce and to distinguish it from
Suno this week. So music, AI music, Suno AI. I've been making Suno music with AI. I mean, technically, I have a music degree, so I kind of halfway decent know what I'm doing. Not really, but it's been a long time. So, but I've been having fun with it. It's been a lot of fun. I did not realize there's a lot of people who are just making up a whole bunch of stuff, and they flooded like Spotify, or like they'll use like DistroKid as their distributor and just flood Spotify with all this AI music. And so what Suno did was they announced they're changing their terms of service, their agreement, starting the beginning part of September. You can only do so many downloads a month, but they're putting an imprint in the coding saying that it's AI generated.
Oh, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah. I don't have any issues with that.
I think you hit a key word, though, flooding. That's what I feel the AI is doing, flooding, flooding the images.
Systems.
Systems.
Yeah.
But then it's, you know, like I said, it does have its place in certain things. I can't say, you know, like when talking movies came out and people were like, oh my God, and they're up in arms. It has its place, you know, it has its place. Like, it would never replace silent film. Silent film has its niche, has its genre, but, you know, it's when they try to shoehorn it into everything, where you know, like I recently I had to make a DMV appointment. I have my FET plates, you know, I've got my personalized plates with FET on them.
Nice.
And every time I get a new lease car, I have to swap the plates out. So the last lease car I got, it had been used as a car to kind of drive people around. So it had like 1,100 miles on it, and it had plates already. So I went onto they make you go onto the website. They don't want to deal with you on the phone. Use the website, you know. So I went to the website. It doesn't have any option you can replace your personalized plates, or you can purchase them, or you can request them. But I just wanted to swap them, and there was no option for that. And yet there's no one to talk to. I had to go into the chat to get a person to come up, not the AI chat.
It wasn't okay. I was going to ask, was it AI chat or is it a
person? I made sure it was a person, and I explained, I already have the plates. I just need to transfer them to my new lease car. Oh, okay. You know, so much easier.
Right?
It doesn't replace everything. It replaces the run-of-the-mill, or FAQ, you know.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Frequently asked questions, yes, AI is great for that, you know. It can answer your general questions with a general answer. But when it comes to specifics, when you need to talk to a person, there's no replacing a human being on the other side of the phone. So
Well, unfortunately, I think companies have been replacing humans for a lot longer than AI's been around. I hate it when I call, and start getting the recorded menu. It's like, can I just talk to a human being?
I know. Push this button. Go here. Go to do this. Yes.
And again, it will give you the options 1, 2, 3, 4, and none of them are. None of these actually cover the issue I have.
Yes. Right.
What did you say, Megan?
I said same with emails. Companies are starting to do email or like
like an AI response.
Yeah, well, like completely like an AI support team. And you have to fight with them and argue constantly.
Yeah, I think it caters to, like I said, it caters to maybe 80% of the questions, because you get this they probably get inundated with the same questions about the same issues. So I can see that it could kind of derail a lot of the cumbersome, frequently asked, repetitive questions. But they still need to have that person available for those specifics that you
Agreed.
I'm not a fan of how much AI has flooded. There's the word again.
Yeah, there we go. We should make that our drinking word. Flooded. There we go.
Speaking of drinking, Mark.
Oh, yes.
I have now switched over to Liquid Death.
Yeah.
And I've got Dr. Death right here.
My favorite.
Dr. Death and Severed Lime are my two favorites.
Those are good.
But it's because of you. You were my inspiration. And I've barely touched a soda since I switched over to Liquid Death.
It's a great replacement, and it's like 3 grams of sugar or something. My other favorite is the root beer.
I like Scream.
He doesn't like root beer.
Yeah, I'm not a big
root beer. If you don't like root beer, then you won't like it. But
I don't think I've had the root beer one.
It's good.
Just don't drink the
I
cola.
love root beer.
Just don't drink the cola.
The cola ones.
Yeah, the cola tastes like sweaty armpit. It's horrible.
It tastes like the aftertaste from a bottle, not the actual drink. Like when you drink from a bottle of Coke, you get that aftertaste. It has that kind of aftertaste, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't like it.
Well, here's the thing, Mark. You are an incredible artist. I mean, you've got some shots of I'll catch YouTube stuff, or I'll catch stuff that you post on Facebook of you drawing and then you're painting and stuff, and it's just incredible, phenomenal.
Thank you.
I love it.
Oh, your Star Wars paintings are just amazing.
Oh yeah. We love nerding out with you on that one. So now that AI can do really almost anything, I've seen you can change a headshot to a Studio Ghibli, type picture, or you can change it to an impressionist kind of a thing. What's where is that? I don't want to say ethical line. I want to be careful. I don't want to say. I do see the efficiency, as you put it, application of AI. But when it comes to creativity, where is that line, or where is it that we're like, should we be doing this or not?
Yeah, that was when I started the paintings. Actually, the very first one I did, I was hoping that it would turn out as good as it did. I was hoping that was my wish. But I was worried, even back then, this was 2018, I was worried that people would think that maybe I had just taken the picture of Darth Vader and put it through a Photoshop kind of, and made it look like a painting. So that was the reason I did the time-lapse for the very first one. Nice. I thought, at least if it turns out good, I'll have some proof that it isn't generated with a computer and that I've actually physically painted it. And so that's why I did the time lapse and cut it all together to show that this.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch your time lapse.
But it's funny that was a concern, and I'm glad I did think of it. But a lot of people could very easily put up artwork and say, "Yeah, look at this I painted," and it just be like you said, generated with AI or computer software. So
yeah,
I think that's interesting that you bring up the Photoshop issue, because you're right. That used to be a huge concern, and it was almost the same conversation. Is this real or is it Photoshop? And
Yeah.
versus now, is it real or AI?
Yeah.
But I think in some ways it's kind of legitimized Photoshop work more to, to give Photoshop artists kind of that more of a legit, compared to AI.
Did you know there are people that actually do like artworks through Photoshop, not like actual drawing
Oh
in
yeah.
Photoshop?
Yeah, I've
I
seen
didn't know,
those.
I didn't know people use that as a
Mm-hmm.
as a drawing app.
I had an artist friend, a Spanish woman that she did a lot of impressionist work, and but she used a tablet and she drew it with a stylus, and she used a paint program. It wasn't Photoshop; it's a paint program. Um, and when she was trying to kind of basically get her art into a gallery and get somebody interested in it, they insisted to send two people to her house to watch her create a piece of artwork to legitimize her claim.
Oh wow.
Instead of her run it through some program, that they wanted to see her process and see that she actually did paint with a stylus the same way
Wow.
you would on a canvas, except it was a stylus on a tablet on a computer. And so once they'd seen her process, they legitimized her work after that. But they had to send somebody to basically kind of make sure she wasn't lying, or make sure she wasn't faking her art.
Huh. Interesting. That gosh, it makes me wonder on some of that. Um, the real quick, let me get here's a comment. I want to say hey. Wilkie's Movies and Music. Corey, hey Corey. He says hey all. He's got his own channel. He does some great movie reviews and discussions and horrors with other groups. So glad you're here, man. Well, for those that may not know Mark, I'll do this part real quick. Hey, again, thanks for hanging out with us. We're so excited to have you. So, just because we knew you could help set us straight or help give us some ideas or thoughts we hadn't thought of. But Mark, as we said at the beginning of the show, is we know him from really being when we first talked to you. I think it was all about Boba Fett in the A New Hope specialized edition. And so we talked about that in your stories. We did briefly tell everybody about the little bit about how you had dressed up for the party. There was the big party that you had dressed up for,
Yeah.
and then being in the show or being in the movie. And but really you're a special effects artist, or you do a lot of previs stuff. What else do you do, or what is your technical title of what you do? And then what are some other things that you do?
I started as an animator. Started as a 2D animator, hand-drawn animation in the UK for commercials for 5 years, and then got hired by ILM to learn this new computer software, and became a computer character animator. I guess was my technical title back then. But then in 2009, I switched over to previs or pre-visualization, which is basically recreating a movie set in the computer. You have your set, everything's to scale, you have your actors, you have to kind of rough animate the scene and place your cameras and shoot the coverage of it to basically cut together a version of the edit, much cheaper than having a film crew there, and getting the buy-off from the director so that he has like a blueprint to follow for his live-action shoot. So that, I guess, my previous artist is my current title at Warner Brothers at the moment. But yeah, that's the technical term.
Yeah. We were giving everybody examples of work that you have done. We mentioned Ultraman, Netflix Ultraman. We mentioned I talked about the dog scene on the bus for Cruella.
Yeah.
And then Warhorse. We mentioned Warhorse, the trench scene in Warhorse.
Yeah.
And we let everybody know about that. What other projects would people think about, or not maybe not know that you helped do that you can talk about? I know there's some things you can't talk about, but
Yeah. No, the big movies that I did live action were the first Avengers movie. I did
okay,
a lot of that. That was a year on that show. Oblivion,
Nice.
Detective Pikachu, Goosebumps, Goosebumps 2. So yeah, I've done quite a few big blockbuster movies, and had a very blessed career. I'd admit that to anybody. Um,
So do
but
you go to
yeah.
the movie afterwards and go, I did that? I did that.
it's nice doing. It's better seeing a movie being a previs artist, because when you're an animator, your shot comes up. Oh, I did that shot, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my shot there. As a previs artist, you work on sequences, so this 5 minutes is mine. You know,
That's cool.
Yeah.
it's much better than that 3 second flash. You know, I always compare animation to previs. Is I used to work on the trees, now I work on the forest. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
see, I'd be going to the movie theater. I'd be elbowing the guy next to me, going, "I did that scene."
Well, and funny because I took my mother to see Dinosaur when we first
Okay.
premiered, and she said, "Just nudge me every time your shot comes
Oh,
up."
nice.
And after a while, she's like, "You can stop nudging me now." I did so many shots in that movie, you know, because I had Aladar was my character, and he was a hero character, so he was in
Yeah.
a lot of the movie. So
Yeah.
she's like, "Yeah, you can quit nudging me. I get it." But the other thing is because it was such a fast-paced show. I had 6 animators working with me. I was the lead for them, and when they had a shot, or I had a shot, rather than overthink what Aladar would do, I just thought, okay, I just thought of the thing that came most natural. Okay, this make him do this, and I'd act it out for the animator or myself. And my mother picked up on it because she just said, "It looks like it's you as a dinosaur."
Oh.
She could see all those mannerisms, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I never thought of that, but she noticed it.
That's so cool.
Also, your team did a good job.
I had a good team, I had a really good team, and they've all gone to bigger and better things now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so so as an animator and a previs artist, what are like are there things with AI that kind of help replace some of the mundane, that you can focus on things that are more person intensive? So without getting too technical or anything, but are there things that you're like, yeah, AI can be used for XYZ, but you can't replace this human factor? And I think for me, I'm trying to figure out, where is it that we can say, yes, AI is helpful. Then where do we move into the world where people say it's AI slop, is the phrase?
well, they do use AI for animation, and a lot of people are saying that animation is going to be replaced by AI. But then, you know, it's just the same as saying that painting is going to be replaced by AI. It can be, you know, generated, obviously, but does it have that intention, or does it have that heart, or does it have that, you know, like I said, my mother noticed all those mannerisms.
Yeah.
AI, how can AI capture those
Oh,
mannerisms? You know,
yeah. What a great connect.
it
Yeah.
can guess, but again, it depends on how well you prompt it. You
Mm-hmm.
have to do maybe some. I'm not at all an AI expert. I loosely got taught it when I was at Netflix. We had some, you know, tutorship and some lessons in the lab, and they touched on AI for generating, you know, quickly some imagery for, like, if you want to pitch something, you know, concept art. But it really was like generalized imagery. It wasn't anything specific. So I saw it as a neat gimmick, but I couldn't really see it as helping me in my workplace,
Yeah.
or something that would. I'm sure somebody would think that oh, we don't need you. We could use AI, and they probably would act on that. But I think they would be making a mistake. There's something that you can't replace when it comes to the human mind.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future that might change. Who knows?
Yeah.
But right now, it does. I would use the term slop for a lot of the stuff that I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hasn't
that's
really
fair.
got that. Hasn't really got that. There was a reason I was hired by Disney. They must have hired me for a reason, and I think that reason is something that can't be replicated with a computer or software. So
Yeah.
right now, anyway.
Well, oof. Yeah. Do you think that'll ever come where they'll replace?
I don't know.
No?
I'm retiring in 5 years, so not my problem. I always said that. I'm so glad I lived in the time period I did. I'm so glad that my lifespan has encompassed the years that it has, and I'm so glad I lived for a time before computers, before electronics.
Uh-huh.
I know that world. I loved that world.
Yeah.
And not that I didn't love electronics when they came in the 80s, but I'm glad I saw the development of it. Actually, when I was at school, the year below me was the first year to have computer studies. So I missed out on being able to type.
Oh.
Everyone younger than me everyone seems to be able to type. But everyone my age or older is a two-finger.
Hut and peck.
I still two-finger type to this day. I've never ever learned. And yeah, I use computer every day. But I'm so glad I've seen that development, and I've seen the advent of AI, and I hopefully won't have to compete with it for too much longer. But yeah, I'm hoping that the fad kind of dies down after a while. When it comes to AI art, anyway, the fad dies down, and people appreciate real handcrafted art. It's kind of like how the food, like better food, is becoming a bit more popular now. People are seeking out food that hasn't been tampered with as much.
Oh, yeah, the whole organic and
that hasn't got colorings in. People are kind of actually kind of like making a move to go away from artificial colors and stuff like that. And I love that. I love that.
That's a great analogy too.
So much inundated with it that after a while that you realize, actually, I don't like this. I liked it before, and I'm hoping the same thing happens with AI.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. Man, we got two. One, mannerisms. That's picked up on that. And then number two is how we're even taking our food. We're not less processed or ultra processed or whatever. Yeah. Because
people kind of like seeking out the smaller places. They're looking for those hole in the wall restaurants now, and fast food doesn't seem to be as popular as it once was. There's a lot of people that don't like fast food and won't eat fast food.
Yeah.
It's like smoking cigarettes. Like, I didn't think that was ever going to go away. I grew up in the 70s where the house was smoky.
Yeah.
So did I.
You just lived in a house that smelled like cigarettes.
It's funny when I was a kid and we as a family would go out for dinner and it was taking forever for our meal. My mom would always look at my dad and go, light a cigarette. Because her theory was as soon as he lights that cigarette, our food's going to come. And guess what? It usually did.
But again, that's when people would smoke in restaurants, and I remember those days as well.
Oh, I remember that. I worked at Red Lobster Red Lobster was my first job, and I remember we had smoking and non-smoking,
Yeah.
and it was like
Yeah.
the non-smoking
You still
was
smell it.
right. You're still in the same room. It's like the cigarette smoke doesn't know that side isn't non-smoking. You know that, right?
There's no glass. There's no glass.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we did have one room that was separated, and that was smoking. Oh my God, it was horrible walking in that room.
Yeah. But you're right, though. Nowadays, there's still smoking, but it's not inside buildings. It's just not in,
Right.
or people will go, like if they're at someone's home or they're visiting, they'll say, "Hey, can I go outside for a minute?" And you go and talk with people and stuff. So they're not doing it as much in front of others as it has been. Like it was with the chain smoking that occurred. You don't have that anymore.
Right.
But I don't see people smoke cigarettes that much. You see people with e-cigarettes.
Yes. Vaping. Yeah.
You never actually. I can think because I grew up with the smell of cigarettes. It kind of has kind of a nostalgic pleasantness to it. For nostalgic reasons. So every time I do pass someone that's smoking a cigarette, I think, oh. I never thought I'd think that though, ever growing up. I thought it was the worst smell as a kid.
I still think it's one of the worst smells. I won't say the worst smell because I'd rather smell that than marijuana, but because.
Well, that's the other thing. Now, when you walk down Hollywood Boulevard, you can't escape that smell.
Really?
Oh my gosh, you can't escape it in my neighborhood. It's terrible.
Yeah, Colorado. I heard Colorado's that way. Where it's
prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
In where we have like crowds now. But
interesting. Yeah, but I guess we're talking about changing times. Gosh, we're dating ourselves.
Yeah, we are. This is true.
But the advantage to having that knowledge of the changing times is that you kind of see things that do become trends and do kind of seem to take over, and then they kind of die away again.
They die away.
Everything has its cycle, and I think AI
is
going to be the same. People are going to get to the point where they miss that human interaction, and then companies that employ human interaction are going to become more popular because of that, and then the trend might divert back to anti-AI or the less AI.
Yeah.
That's my hope anyway.
Well, that's kind of like you could go from doing practical effects to CGI. And,
exactly.
Right.
And people got sick of the prequels. The prequels overused the green screen to the point where Hollywood realized, oh, maybe it isn't the answer to everything. And and the newer ones, the sequels, kind of adopted more of a kind of a balanced, practical, computer kind of balance, and were much more successful, I think, in their look and everything for that reason.
Maybe the look, not their scripts.
Yeah, well,
somehow Palpatine returned.
Somehow.
I'm just saying.
That's a whole nother discussion.
Right.
Sure.
But that is another example of where at one point everyone thought this is going to be the answer to everything, and realized very quickly when it was overused, oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a balance between CGI and practical. Sometimes I would prefer a practical effect over a CGI, but then there's times where it's like, yeah, but with CGI you can just do so much more. So, I want a balanced.
Yeah, I'll give you a good example of where CGI is a better choice.
Okay.
When it comes to, if you have the actors and they're in the foreground and behind them is this cityscape. I mean, who wants to go and build a city, practical, for that one shot? No, it's much better to have it digital and a green screen and have the actors in front of it. So that is a perfect example of good CGI use, But when it comes to guys that are walking around in suits and interacting. A practical suit is much better because you can actually see the silhouette of the person instead of having to imagine what that person's going to look like with that, enhancement. I think.
That's interesting. Yeah. So, obviously there's the joke in Deadpool where he's getting carried on the gurney or something like, just don't give me a suit and don't make it green. And don't make it animated, kind of a thing.
The shot at the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah. So like even in Tron Legacy, I really enjoyed that movie. I know some people didn't, but I really enjoyed it. I watched Tron as a kid, the first one, and loved it. And Tron Legacy was good. But one of these, I love their cloak that they had. It was lit, like it lighted up. It was a practical effect, for lack of a better term, where they had battery packs in them, and they only lasted like 15 minutes, so they had to keep switching out batteries when doing it. And I thought, and that was practical, and I enjoyed that. I thought that was cool. Even Blade Runner, I thought it was cool the way they did the umbrellas, where the umbrellas would light up in the movie, probably, and it was a practical effect. It wasn't digital and all. And you're right, there's something unique about that when you see it versus something that is okay, that's animated. It's cool, but there's something unfulfilling about it, I guess. Maybe I don't know how to put words to it.
Well, it kind of reminds me of like when your mother would say, you're eating too much candy or whatever like that. I love candy, but I couldn't live on candy.
Sure, yeah.
And it's like AI. I like AI. It has its use, but I don't want it thrown at me from all sides or like being in everything. So like we were just saying, everything should hopefully balance out at some point. It's going to take it going too far. I think, like, overuse of green screen. It's going to have to go through that overuse before the alternate is appreciated, or the balance is then kind of
Do you think we're entering that overuse time now?
I think it's still got a ways to go. I think it's going to get probably a bit worse than now.
I was hoping this movie with this Tilly Norwood AI actress, quote unquote, I was hoping that's going to be the tipping point.
I think it's still got a ways to go. I think it doesn't. Nothing happens overnight. All the things that we've seen and spoken about haven't happened overnight. It's taken like a decade or more to.
Yeah. Well, it hit the public 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when ChatGPT became public for people to use.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably been before that, even. But I mean,
I thought of an example.
Great.
For the workplace.
Okay.
We're working on. I can say the movie, they announced it, but we're working on a film adaptation of "Oh, the Places You'll Go," Dr. Seuss book.
Oh yeah.
Cool. And there's a sequence we were working on where they're in like a fairground. I can say that, I guess. And so we needed to populate this fairground, and so my supervisor went on GPT and said, I need a crowd tool, and it basically gave him the blueprint of a crowd tool, all the coding, and he adapted it in one day and came up with a crowd tool that we can use on our show. So
he did. What's that called? Vibe coding?
I
think that's called
coder. I'm a pencil and paper animator that now uses a keyboard with 2 fingers. So I'm the last person to ask, but that was really helpful, and it's not that it's going to be used in the movie. It was just to make our previous kind of populate the area, to give it a sense of, it has people in it. It's not an empty fairground.
Yeah,
doing things.
Yeah,
and it took him a day to do, and it's super helpful, and I love it. So like I said, I don't think anyone can say it's completely evil and it doesn't have its place. It does. It just needs to we just need to balance it and find where. Like I said, that helped in the efficiency. That would have taken us so long to have animated or roughed in those crowd members, and this way it kind of like generates them very fast. And he also did the same thing. He used the same tool to make a flock of birds. Instead of having to animate each bird or copy the animation, just generated this flock of birds, and you can type in, punch in numbers, and animate the spread of them, the density of them, or how clustered they are and stuff like that.
So you're talking about like for instance, like somebody like you would animate the bird to start with, and then you ask AI to replicate
it and vary it in certain ways to get some variation, variation in the size of the birds, the spread of the birds, how closely they're bunched together or spread apart.
I think that's a great use, a great example of a good use of AI.
Yeah, because it's background. It's like who wants to labor over the background when really the background if I throw a long lens on it and reduce my f-stop, it's going to throw it out of focus, and you're not actually going to see anything clearly. It's all going to be kind of a bit blurred out, and so is a great use of AI. So it does have its place.
Well, unless you're talking about dewbacks walking around in the background.
No. Do you know the bantha herd? I'm sure they used that for the bantha herd.
Okay. Probably.
The bantha herd into one of the shots. I'm sure that was used. A crowd tool was used for that. We used it on Dinosaur. They made a crowd tool for populating the herds, in the background.
Oh,
so
wow.
Neat.
Gosh, Dinosaur was
100 characters.
How long ago was Dinosaur? That was 20 years ago, wasn't it?
2000 came out.
2000, yeah. Yeah. Oh, gosh, we just dated ourselves again.
Well, I think we dated ourselves a lot more with smoking and non-smoking.
Yeah. We're talking about the birth of electronics.
Right. Yes.
Pong. I remember seeing Pong for the first time, and just like,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing the Atari 2600 for the first time.
I had one,
yeah.
I loved Combat.
Yes.
It went off the screen here and came on the other side.
So I was like, wow. Yeah.
In high school, I took programming classes on an Apple IIe.
There you go.
Yeah, we're definitely dating ourselves.
Good old days.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we've seen things go through cycles. So I'm hoping that things will calm down in the future, and that there will be a kind of it will have its place, but it won't be something that you are forced to use. It's when you call somebody and they don't give you an option to talk to a real person.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I could call somebody and got my answer from a generated prompt voice, great. But I do like that option to hit 0 and now I need to speak to somebody. There's no options that cover my concerns. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to start having Siri answer the phone every time Steven calls me.
Nice. Okay, I hear that. I receive that. That's funny. Well, I just watched, so just the other day, I haven't watched the episode yet, but I got a clip of it from Diary of a CEO on YouTube, Stephen Bartlett. And he's got this huge investor. This guy is, we're talking billions of dollars of investment money and things like that for his firm that he's been doing. And he's been in the investment business for like 60 years. I mean, this guy's, I'm surprised he's still working, that he hasn't retired. But he said the AI bubble is going to burst. He's makes some comments about that. Then they talk about, well, where should you put your money for investments? And he's made certain comments that he seems to insinuate that, our stock market's going to crash at some point because of how much everybody's just pouring money into AI, just millions and millions and millions of dollars, and trying to get some kind of return on investment. Is that really going to happen or not? Which I just find fascinating.
I mean, I don't think it, like you said, I don't think it's cheap.
Yeah.
I think it's a cheap option, So at the end of the day, what is the better, investment? Is it, hiring somebody fit for the job, or pouring money into this software to try and make it as good as hiring a person for this job?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm because I'm not a fan of AI. That's why my knowledge isn't that great about AI, because I don't really value it. I don't see it as something I'm seeking out to use. I have friends that artist friends that absolutely love it and absolutely love to play with it and dabble in it. I don't have that drive. I really am happy picking up a pencil. And
That's interesting that you say artist friends are dabbling into it.
Yeah.
Because I would think most people within the art industry wouldn't want anything to do with AI.
No, people. It has it's like anything. It has its people either gravitate towards it or not, and I'm just one of those people that I don't seem to gravitate towards it at all. I look at it. It's interesting to see what it does. It does some really kind of beautiful kind of things when I scroll through my TikTok. I see some of these animations that are like, wow, that would take somebody 100 years to do by hand. It's so involved and so elaborate. But it's a gimmick for me. It's just like a fad thing. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool, but that's about it. It's not something that I feel like, oh, I'd love to do that myself.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm actually, in animation in computer, you can put two keys in and you get splined, smooth animation. You go from A to B and it will interpolate between those two. In computer animation, because of that, you are forever trying to add imperfections to your movement to make it not look computer generated, not look so clinically perfect. Because as an animator you're mimicking life, and life isn't perfect. It's our job to do put in the animation those realistic imperfections that that people pick up on, like, oh yeah, I do that, or it's something that you strive to add in, is to avoid that computer perfectness, because if it looks too perfect, it looks fake, So it's not something that that I consciously think of when I'm animating, is to try and get, you don't want everything to be. You can do a computer camera. That's my job, is doing the cinematography for these movies and making a camera. There's no camera on the earth that could be completely locked off. Everything has a slight vibration to it, a very slight vibration to it. It could be minuscule, you don't detect it with your eye, but you kind of feel it. But everything has imperfection, and so it's so easy to get perfect in a computer. You can have, this is where my camera is, and it just stays there. So I make sure that I put some move. I want the pixels to be alive. I don't want pixels to be dead. So I always put some some movement in it, just to get away from that computer feel, because I think your eyes are that sensitive. They can see that perfectness. They can see that,
Stillness. Would you say stillness versus
yeah,
vibration?
yeah, it goes for either an animated character that you're animating. If you have a character standing there, I always like to put just some movement in them, just so that they're not dead.
Yeah.
Because they're not dead; they're just standing still.
But, right.
But you can stay as still as possible, and if you loop it, if you're filming yourself standing still, you'll see a movement when it kicks back to the beginning.
Oh, in the loop, yeah.
Because there's no way you can be that frozen,
Yeah.
Even the mime artists that are on, Fisherman's Wharf, dressed in with silver, they have some movement to them, and that movement or that imperfection is something that we can see with our eyes or detect.
What an interesting nuance. I've never thought about that. I'm going to be paying attention to it now that you mentioned it. Stuff that I'm watching.
My job, like I said, I make camera moves, and I always make sure that the camera that I animate is something they can replicate on set. Either it has a track, an orbit, a dolly track they can follow.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever it comes to these weird cameras that are doing all this kind of thing, I always say to the director, realize this is a CG camera. This is not something you can replicate. This is something that can only exist through a computer.
Maybe some people are creating that kind of previs stuff so they can say, well, I guess you're just going to have to do it, and you're going to have to do it in visualization. So we just made sure we got more work for us as a computer team, a development team. So the job security, that's where I'm trying to get to. They make that so.
Yeah.
When you do your camera setups and stuff, do you ever do like drone shots?
Yeah, you can do drone shots, because drone actually gives you a lot of versatility that you never used to have.
Right.
The things that are just, wow, how can you set up a crane that's going to replicate this much of a movement? But with a drone, it kind of opened up a lot of opportunities that were essentially kind of a technical nightmare. Like that, you could put a camera on a wire before, but then you could only have the wire go in one direction. A drone,
right?
You can move around, and so I made a short Star Wars movie. We went to Vasquez Rocks and spent 2 days filming a little Obi-Wan Kenobi short, and we used the drone for a lot of those shots because you could get some really nice shots very practically and very easily. And yeah, I'm a big fan of drones, actually.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, we are an hour and 40 in already. So that's my cue. Says I think we need to wrap things up. So any last thoughts about AI and its use? What I've heard so far is it does have some practical use or some good use in terms of efficiency to help with some small things, but their larger picture, practically, there are things that separate it that make it more real life than being what probably would be fake / AI slop. In trying to distinguish between the two and how it's being used is really the big difference. And that this may be a bubble that bursts. Everyone gets tired of it at a certain point. A fad, that's the word you use, Mark. A fad for a certain period of time.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like AI. Like I said, that I do feel like it does have its place, and it can be used very efficiently and creatively as well. It's just like we were talking about, it's overuse at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something we're all having to witness and live through.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike, any
Okay.
other thoughts that you have based on our discussion? Or
I don't think I really changed my position on AI. I think AI has good uses, like we've discussed here, and I think it can be overused, just like Mark gave examples of. So,
yeah. Yeah. Megan, any thoughts you have about the whole AI?
Megan hates AI.
I don't. I hate generative AI. I hate the people claiming, "Oh, it's art." No, it's not.
I think we all agree on that, though.
Yeah.
That's where I. It is a tool. I don't like. I don't like the idea of people trying to use it in entirety, but mostly my standpoint falls on the art side
I
because
think I
I'm
think
a very support the artist.
I think Megan, you hit the nail on the head. It's a tool, not a solution to everything. You know, it's a tool, uh, but not the answer to every problem. Something to be used. You know, you wouldn't use a hammer for every job. Use it for what
Right.
it's good at.
Mm-hmm.
I think AI is the same. AI is not good at everything, but it's good at some things and should be used for those things. But
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed. All right. Well, any other last words or anything else?
Is there anything you want to promote, Mark, while you're on?
Oh, yes.
I think I already did. Oh, the places you'll go. I think it comes out in 2028.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
cool.
That'll be good.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's right. And also, Mark, where's a good place that people can find you?
You can find me on Instagram or Facebook, Boba Fett ANHSE, all lowercase. A New Hope Special Edition that ANHSE stands for. I still get asked to this day, what is that ANHSE?
I know
Right.
what it is.
Yeah, that's why we put it up, everybody. So yeah, Boba Fett ANHSE. So that's the best way. I also was telling everybody at the beginning that you also do cameos because we've used you for a couple of cameos. And
I did, but ever since I got my job at Warner Brothers, I don't have that opportunity to
Oh, okay.
go and just video, because most of my cameo requests, or half of them, would be for 24 hour. So you have 24 hours to record it, and I can't. There's no way I can guarantee that I can find that time. When I was working from home, it was no problem, but now I'm back in the office. It's funny because going back to the office, they gave me the opportunity to work from home on Fridays, and after a couple of weeks working in the office, I said, you know what, I don't ever want to work from home, because it's only a 12-minute drive for me, commute.
Oh, good.
Work. And now when I come home, it's home, not work.
Yes,
Yeah.
I understand
I
that.
got home back again, which is the first time in 6 years. So, yeah. So
That's an interesting perspective.
So the casualty is cameos. I could switch it on the weekend, but most people, like, if they usually want their cameo, like, now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cameos
Well,
not so much right now. Sorry.
That's all right. Well, also on Facebook, everybody, Mark's on there as well. That's where I see a lot of your stuff, the behind the scenes pictures, and also just your art that you've done has been up there before. Like you said, the time lapse was pretty cool. I've seen it. It's popped up a couple of times. Maybe you have a couple of different videos on your time lapse. So far, I've seen it a couple of times.
I have like maybe 20 different time lapses on there.
Yeah, but great place to find them. It's always fun to see what behind the scenes pictures that you post, because first I look at the picture and see if I can figure it out on some. And sometimes you'll make a remark, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're a little self-explanatory and stuff, but they're always fun to see. So I just appreciate those as well.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, everybody. Well, we are wrapping up our episode of Two Geeks and a Microphone on our show on AI and creativity and in Hollywood and the workplace. Mark, sincere thank you. Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining us.
thank
We
you.
always enjoy.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we said at the beginning of the show, we've always enjoyed having you on the show, and you're always insightful and fun. You got some good stories, and so we appreciate that. Thank you. And everybody, if you want to check us out, check out our website at www.2geeksmike.com. That's the number 2 GEEKS. We're going to cover up Mark. Sorry, let me rephrase that. We'll cover up. There he is. Yeah, he was doing the Dale Gilroy. 2geeksmike.com, 2geeksmic.com. There you'll find all things 2 Geeks, and you'll find all the links to everything else about us. So therefore, if you want to check out our merch page, you can get to it from there, or you can go straight to 2geeksmikemerch.com. The number 2 GEEKSMICMERCH.com. You can also reach out to us at our email at show@2geeksmike.com. Mike does a great job. He, as we joke every week, he looks at that more than he does his own email. So
not a joke.
Right? Sure. Or you can help support us too at kofi.com/2geeks, ko-fi.com/2 GEEKS. We have a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier. We just use the money to help pay for all the stuff that we do here on the show. And I think with that, anything else, Mike, that you got?
If you've made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on all the socials. I try to be active on Facebook and Instagram mainly. We're also on X. I'm just not as active over there. But there you'll find information on the show. You might find funny memes, or, just like I said, when we're going live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math and the rest, because I don't like math. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And please make sure and click those subscribe buttons on those, whichever one you prefer to watch. Yep. And I think I got all that out.
Yay!
Any last words before we go?
Mark, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast as always.
Yes, thank you. We really appreciate you being on the show. All right, with that said, please do not Steven skip this episode, because we are much more better than the rest, and we'll be back. Cheers. Thank you for joining us today on the 2 Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,